Hello, I'm John.
I'm Ben.
And Ben, tell them what we just watched.
Attack of the Vegan Zombies.
And
I
Ben,
think that was that the name of it?
yeah, and what did you think of Attack of the Vegan Zombies?
I'm just gonna preface this review by saying I started this year by watching Garbage. It was the final movie in the Godzilla anime trilogy. And I guess I'm gonna end this year by watching Garbage because I saw Star Wars, which was bad. And then I saw this, which made Star Wars look like Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, cheer up, Ben. There. No, but seriously, this movie was ass.
It was really bad.
So let's try to explain the plot.
There's a daughter, a girl. No, she's not. She's a woman. Her mother is a witch. So this woman is married to this guy, and they have a. It's in modern times. It's a winery. They're not doing good with the crops, so the mother casts a spell on the crops, and it works. But the issue is, and this is a quote from the movie, the plants become aggressive.
The pizza is aggressive.
Which means they're infecting people, turning them into vegan zombies, which means they're pretty harmless unless you drank the wine.
The vegan zombies are going after the wine. So once they drink all the wine in the area, they go after the people that drank the wine because they have wine in their blood, I guess. I mean...
Hey, how's it going?
Did you watch the movie, Maddie?
No,
Then you don't need to be here.
nerds.
So if you drank the wine, the zombies could eat you.
The zombies would go after you, yeah.
And I was saying to John before, there could be a funny movie where there's like, 'cause the whole thing with zombies, they eat people. What if you just had zombies that were vegan, but it's like not a horror movie, it's like a comedy, and they're just going around like they don't have a purpose because that's all that zombies do is they eat things. The zombies don't show up until like the last 15 minutes of the movie because it's not long. It's like an hour, 20 minutes almost, and they're not very designed. They're not interesting to look at. They're just the actors just painted green. The difference between this and the Thanksgiving is because Thanksgiving you could tell that they were making that as a joke. This seemed like they actually were trying to make something. There's these 4 characters that are introduced. There's 2 nerds and there's these 2 girls, and the nerds are cartoon characters.
Like
It seemed like they were
yeah.
doing like a Smosh skit.
Yeah. They had like these nasally voice like, oh
Yeah.
gosh, I broke my pen protector.
There's a part where explaining to the husband that the mother is a witch,
Oh yeah.
and it was way too long. It probably wasn't that lengthy, but it felt like it was like 10 minutes.
Oh, and speaking of that scene, not only was it lengthy, it was badly shot. In fact,
That's
a
the whole
lot
movie.
of the movie just doesn't follow the rule of thirds, does not give sufficient headroom. As film majors, this is really annoying to us. What was your favorite part of the movie, if you could have one?
Well, there was a scene where they were testing the plant in the glass vase, and it was like moving around, and that was cool because that seemed like it was like a practical effect, and it looked kind of decent. And the design of the house was also pretty unique. But again, at the end of the movie, it says that we like to thank the so-and-so family. I'm like, so they didn't even really
Build the set.
build anything. The first zombie looked cool. The Frank.
No, not Frank. It was Fred.
Fred.
Too many Fs.
They shaded, like, there was shading and stuff, and he looked kind of like a leaf. But everyone else, it was just painted like a solid thing of green, and it just looked cheesy. And they didn't really look like zombies either.
Oh, let's talk about, speaking of filming of the movie, the lighting. It
was bad.
Yeah.
There was parts in the beginning I was like, the lighting was decent, and then there were other parts where it looked very pixelated, and we were watching it on John's TV off of the YouTube thing, so I didn't know if it was just like the video itself, the quality, but I don't know if it was because I really don't think they filmed this movie with like a good camera.
Some of the lines were ridiculously stupid. Like those 2 girls were just infuriating. Like when they first warned them about the plants, she's like, "Oh no, it's not poison ivy, is it? I'm very sensitive to poison ivy." I'm like, shut the fuck up. We need to talk about these plants, because these plants have like ridiculous powers that no plant should have. They not only sabotage the phones, but they sabotaged the car.
They took out the phone lines. They disabled the car, and they're like, "We can't get the car to work." I'm like, "Can't you just pull the plants out?" It's not like it's a
get a weed whacker.
Yeah,
Jesus.
like the phone lines, like I kind of understand because phone lines are weird, but it's a car. It's a car. You just yank it out.
With that being said, what would you rate this movie, Ben?
2 out of 10. I don't even know what. That's being generous. That's being very generous.
You legitimately laughed at one point, so maybe that's why.
Yeah,
And they didn't reuse stock footage from a different film, which Raptor did. So yeah, I'm gonna be a little more generous. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. It was fun to watch with my friend. That's not really saying much because we had fun with Raptor, even though that movie killed brain cells.
Yeah, this movie's a little better than Raptor.
A little bit. Probably just because they didn't steal the footage.
Yeah, they actually had to make a movie.
And I don't know why else I'm giving it a 3. It's just, it was generally more pleasant than Raptor.
Yeah.
It still sucked. Well, that was Attack of the Vegan Zombies. Mm-hmm. Definitely better than Raptor, but definitely still horrible. Well, there's only one thing left to do now, and that is to get this movie out of my mind permanently.
All right, no, but don't do. I don't want to call poison control again, John. That was a joke. That was for a bit, John. That was. Can you save some for me?